May our limbs, speech, life force, sight, hearing, and all senses become full and strong. Let's consider that everything there is the supreme principle that is recognized and realized by those who meditate deeply. May that fundamental ground of all being never deny us. May we never deny it. May denial itself be denied by us, and may the virtues of the truth manifest themselves in us, who aspire to delight in the innermost self. As we sit in the divine presence, ready to be a recipient of love and peace and grace, let us arrange our body in a suitable way so that the chest, the neck, and the head are organized in a straight line, facilitating the divine current that finds its way into the superconscious area of our being. Let us open our hearts in a spirit of generosity, embracing all beings. Let us assert and wish that all beings be happy, that all beings be peaceful and blissful. Within us, let the Om rise up from the depths of our physical being, all the way up to the top of the head. Just chant this with a real understanding that it represents every stage of consciousness or phase of consciousness and beyond. It is the sum totality of all. It is the cosmic mind. It is our most adorable being. Let us lovingly repeat the name of this being as we choose, either in the form of an established mantra, or if you have not got a mantra, simply repeating the sound symbol Om. Let us offer up the physical body and the subtle mind as recipient vessels to be filled with divine grace. Let us establish ourselves in the deep peace that we feel around us and within us. Let our thoughts displace any negative feelings or thinkings that have occurred either during the day or that linger with us now as we sit. Let us watch the mind as it settles down, as its restlessness becomes less, as its waves become more gentle and subdued. Let us take this moment to observe the familiar realm of body and mind. Both of these come in parts. We observe these parts, knowing that they constitute a faculty used by our eternal divine self. In watching the mind, a question can arise. By whose will, by whose command, by whose direction is this mind with its contents driven into considering things of the world? All our thoughts are to do with people, places, and events in our environmental domain. And as we are breathing, that is, lungs are moving as the diaphragm muscle is enabling the expansion and contraction of the lungs. We could wonder, of course, by whose direction or will is that indicator of life, namely breath. How is it and who is directing its life? Who is engaging with it? What is that being that took the first breath, not only in our physical body, but the first breaths of life in the universe? And as we speak and think in terms of words, by whose will and whose command is this speech coming forth? Who is that one who regulates these things, who commands the eye and the ear? Let us take as our example the ears themselves, instruments of hearing. They have the capacity to catch all the vibrations carried through the air. The arrangement of the ear is not just the external part, but also the internal part. And at its deepest level, let us consider that the innermost being is the ear of the ear. Speech occurs from the vocal cords, enabling another kind of vibration that moves outward and gets carried by the air. Let us consider the principle of speech, that behind it is speech of the speech. And life itself, as evidenced through the movement of the lungs, the pulsation of the heart. That is life. When this life is withdrawn from the body, what remains? That being is surely the life breath of the life breath, the eye of the eye. And those who are wise, those who can sit back and observe perpetually, all the time, they know this. All the senses, the avenues to the external world, do not belong to us. And that fundamental being that is our innermost divine self, let us imagine it to be located in the central part of our being, and yet not confined to it. The physical eye cannot reach there. Speech cannot go there. Mind cannot go there. Rather, that inner being is directing from within. That innermost being shining like the brightest sun is different from everything that is known. For it is pure being, is beyond all things known and all things unknown. It cannot be expressed by speech. But it expresses itself through speech. It is only worshipped as being felt in the innermost shrine of the heart. That cannot be comprehended by the mind, but the mind itself is understood by it. It cannot be seen by the eyes, but without it the eyes see not. It cannot be heard by the ears, but it is that enables hearing by its presence. It cannot be breathed out or in by breath, but without it, the lungs do not move. It is present whether we are awake or whether we are involved in the dream world or the world of total peace. It remains. Let us tune our attention, all our feeling, all our energy into the inner core of this being so that we shine like the sun in all directions, encompassing every thing that moves, lending life to the senses and the objects beyond. This is the life principle within us. This is our true immortal self. It cannot be affected or touched. It is the primal cause. And with or without the body and mind, it remains, just as the sun remains, even when the clouds move on. When our attachment born of ignorance moves on, we rest within it, and we become one with it. Let us immerse ourselves and retreat into this pure being so that we experience this oneness